Welcome to Nigeria, the only country where the poor pray for the rich fund politicians, and politicians rob everybody blind, where fuel scarcity is more consistent than national elections, and where bad governance isn't just the norm. It's a lifestyle. But not today. Today, we're going to speak loudly. Welcome back, family, to CultureCurrent, where we look into and discuss events happening around all cultures: American, European, African, and beyond. This video is a special appreciation and a public calling out. Because while a few are speaking up, most of the influential voices in this country are hiding behind tinted Jeeps, gospel crusades, and party invitations. We're giving flowers to the brave and exposing the frauds, with a sprinkle of sarcasm and a good helping of truth. The giants who refuse to be silent. Let's begin with Burna Boy, a man who decided he's not just going to sing about champagne and private jets. He's going to speak truth to power. And not just in Lagos, but from London to New York to the Grammy stage. When Nigeria was burning and everyone else was doing Instagram detox, Burna was there calling out the leadership for what it is: a mafia in Agbada. He didn't wait for endorsement deals to clear. He said it raw. Your politicians don't care about you. He even refused to perform at state-sponsored events. Who else can boast of that? Not the same musicians who are doing campaign jingles for N10 million and a bottle of Azul. Then there's Falz, our resident barrister turned rapper turned conscience of the nation. This is a man who didn't just post Falz EndSARS from the comfort of his house. He marched, got tear-gassed, and called out top government officials by name. While other celebrities were on mute, Falz was uploading footage from the protest grounds. That's what you call guts. And let's not leave out Mr. Macaroni. You might know him for "Oohin', you're doing well," but this man did more than comedy. He got arrested, humiliated, beaten, and still didn't stop talking. A skit maker is doing more activism than entire TV stations. Wrap your mind around that. These men, Burna, Falz, Macaroni, they're not perfect, but at least they are present. And in a country where silence has become the national anthem, that alone deserves standing ovation. The influencers of convenient ignorance. Now let's get into the meat. There's a tribe of Nigerians that I call the comfortably silent. They live in Banana Island, eat in Dubai, party in South Africa, and then post "Nagade Runam." Instagram influencers with 12 million followers who know how to market slimming tea, but forget to post about mass killings in Plateau. Why? Because it doesn't match their brand aesthetic. Because bad news brings bad engagement. You will promote fake crypto schemes with 5 Instagram stories, but can't share a petition that could save lives. Congratulations. You are not just useless, you are dangerous. Let's not forget the musicians who suddenly become neutral when politicians start dropping money. Oh, but wait, isn't this the same country where we had over 50 celebrity weddings in a year, but less than 5 major celebrity statements on the state of education, healthcare, or police brutality? Silence is cheap when your own kids are schooling abroad. The church. Holy Ghost power, but no accountability. Now, let's talk about our Holy Fathers. With all due respect, and I mean this sincerely, where are our pastors when Nigeria bleeds? Pastor Enoch Adeboye has millions of followers. He's respected, powerful, and influential. But where is his voice when politicians loot billions? Where is the spiritual warfare when security agents shoot protesters? We see thousands marching for Holy Ghost conventions, but not a single organized church protest for better hospitals, not a single night vigil for justice, only fasting for favor and financial breakthrough, never for national accountability. Are we to believe God only gets involved when it's about tithes and testimonies? Jesus turned over tables in the temple. Nigerian pastors turn up at Aso Rock banquets. You don't want to offend your sons in government, right? After all, they help fund the next church branch in Dubai. The woke intellectuals who pick their battles. Now to our intellectuals. Let's talk about Wole Soyinka, literary legend, icon, Nobel Prize winner. We grew up on your words, sir, but lately it seems the fire has gone cold. You now spend more time criticizing entitled youth than the actual criminals in public office. Are the youth not the ones being kidnapped, extorted, and failed daily? Uncle Wole, with all due respect, you gave us powerful literature, but the streets are writing their own stories now. You taught us how to hold power accountable. Please don't switch sides. And for all the professors and academics hiding behind complex grammar while the nation burns, your silence is not intelligence, it's complicity. Nigerian media, selective coverage, national amnesia. The media, the fourth estate of the realm, now reduced to fourth estate of clickbait. Our media houses have become tools of oppression by omission. They won't report police brutality unless there's international pressure. They won't cover protests unless there's a viral video first. They won't report the lives lost in the hands of herdsmen, terrorists. How many times have the journalists, reporters, or media anchors gone to the streets or where things have occurred and interviewed the real people, the victims, and eyewitness, unless the paper reported it? But let a celebrity wear a strange outfit, or dance or buy a new vehicle, or throws an extravagant party and it's on front page. Channels TV, AIT, The Punch, Sahara reporters. We need you to do better. Stop waiting for CNN before you report our pain, because they too care about their own interest alone. Stop calculating your headlines by who owns your station or who hails from your tribe. Invite the House of Assembly members, the governors, local government chairmen and ministers. Ask them how much allocation they get every year and what they have accomplished with it. Ask the lawmakers what bills they have been able to pass to enhance positive change in the country, like free speech, voters' right, combating drug use, SA, curb child abuse at schools and home, introduce school lunch in our public elementary schools that would also encourage them to be at school when they're supposed to, and many more bills they could be pushing to enhance the lives of the people that voted them in. All we have had so far from the lawmaker are things that further oppress the people, like to jail whoever that does not vote, jail whoever insults the politicians or elected officials, or to jail whoever does not sing your newly changed national anthem as if that helps anyone, or as if patriotism is no longer what should come from within. Ask them the real reason history is scrapped out from our school curriculum and why it cannot be brought back to our schools now. We need answers. We would also like to know what Senator Abba Ribe of Isialangwa North or South has done for his constituency. We know he advocates for good governance, but we want to see his physical projects and achievements. Senator Natasha Akpoti of Kogi Central has exposed them all. The billionaires who could change Nigeria tomorrow. Now let's address Obi Cubana, Aliko Dangote, Tony Elumelu, Femi Otedola, and the Billionaire Boys Club. Yes, you made your money. Yes, you paid your dues. Well, allegedly. But what now? Nigerians are not just suffering, they're dying. Dying from lack of access to basic care, from failed power systems, from potholes big enough to host baptism. Imagine if each of you billionaires picked one sector. 1. Aliko Dangote, $23.2 billion. Founder of Dangote Group, cement, sugar, fertilizer. Potential impact given his massive investments in cement and manufacturing, he could help build modern hospitals and public universities, ensuring better healthcare access and education infrastructure. He's already investing in healthcare, but expanding to medical research and university hospitals could be game-changing. Alpha Kariboye Igbo. Oil money, 6.3 billion. Wealth from oil, gas, real estate, and entertainment. Potential impact. His resources in oil and real estate could be directed toward power stability, funding independent solar and gas-powered electricity grids to reduce blackouts. Mike Adenuga, $6.2 billion, owner of Globacom, Telecom, and involved in oil production. Potential impact. He could enhance digital connectivity, making internet access more affordable and improving tech education. His telecom expertise could help digitize public libraries, making educational resources more accessible through online platforms and free Wi-Fi zones. Arthur E's $5 billion wealth from oil production and aviation. Potential impact. He could develop aviation infrastructure, improving domestic and international air travel. With his aviation and oil wealth, he could also fund medical outreach programs in rural areas, ensuring that healthcare services reach underserved communities. Abdulsamad Rabiu, $4.7 billion, founder of BUA Group, cement, sugar, agriculture. Potential impact. He could expand agricultural initiatives, supporting local farmers and improving food security. He's already active in agriculture, but further investment in farm industrialization, processing plants, distribution systems, would improve food security and reduce reliance on imports. Obi Cubana, $500 million. Founder of Cubana Group, hospitality, nightlife, real estate, entertainment. Potential impact. He could boost tourism and entrepreneurship, creating more jobs in hospitality and entertainment while supporting young business owners. He could also support vocational education, funding training centers for young Nigerians in farming techniques, hospitality, and business management. Each of these billionaires has the potential to drive economic growth, job creation, and technological advancement. If they strategically reinvest in Nigeria, they could significantly improve the nation's development. These billionaires has the capacity to transform key sectors, making healthcare affordable, education widely accessible, farming more profitable, and electricity reliable. Money without impact is just decoration. We've clapped enough. Now we need you to act the exception. Dr. Alan Onyema. Now this man, Dr. Alan Onyema, give him his flowers and his medal. No PR stunt, no red carpet, just pure humanity. He evacuated stranded Nigerians from conflict zones. Not once, not twice. He used his airline, his own resources, to serve people the government abandoned. He didn't wait for applause. He just did the work. When xenophobic attacks broke out in South Africa, who showed up? Not the government. Alan. That's what patriotism looks like. It's not waving flags on October 1st. It's showing up when it counts. Sir, may your tribe increase. How can I forget the very one of us? The Very Dark Man. Shout out to Very Dark Man for his fearless advocacy and commitment to justice. His work in exposing corruption, championing civil rights, and holding institutions accountable has made a significant impact in Nigeria. His ability to connect with everyday people and speak truth to power is truly commendable. Advocates like him remind us of the importance of standing up for fairness and transparency. Also, shout out to Aisha Yusufu, a fearless activist and advocate for justice in Nigeria. She co-founded the Bring Back Our Girls (BBOG) movement, which gained global attention in demanding the release of the Chibok schoolgirls abducted by Boko Haram. She has also been a vocal critic of corruption, human rights abuses, and poor governance, using her platform to push for accountability and democratic reforms. Her unwavering courage, especially during the EndSARS protests, solidified her as a powerful voice for Nigerian youth and marginalized communities. Despite facing intimidation, she remains committed to fighting for a better Nigeria. Her advocacy, alongside Very Dark Man, highlights the importance of standing up for justice and transparency. A wake-up call. So, let's summarize. We have artists acting more presidential than actual presidents, pastors with mansions but no moral courage, billionaires who won't spend unless it's on yachts, writers who've swapped fire for footnotes, media that dances around the truth like it's an open mic night. And yet, in all this, the people, yes, the ordinary citizens, are still hoping someone will care, hoping someone will fight for them, hoping someone with power will grow a conscience. Let's be clear. We are not begging for handouts. We are demanding responsibility. If you have influence and you're not using it to help Nigeria, then you are failing your generation. To those who speak up, keep going. To those who stay silent, your comfort zone won't last forever. And to every Nigerian watching, don't give up hope. But don't be quiet either, because silence won't save you. Silence won't fix the road that disrupted your business, in which you nearly died on last week. Silence won't pay the hospital bill your cousin is crowdfunding for. Silence won't stop the next bullet from a drunk police officer at a checkpoint. Silence won't put light in your bulb, food in your pot, or dignity in your passport. You may feel powerless, but your voice is power. Your outrage is power. Your truth, your vote, your protest, your refusal to laugh when nothing is funny, all of that is power. So speak, shout, question everything, interrupt the lies, disturb the peace, because that peace was built on your suffering. We've been quiet for too long, and in that silence, too many have died quietly, in hospitals with no power, on roads with no rescue, in schools with no future. So no, don't be quiet. Raise your voice until those at the top stop pretending they can't hear us. Raise your voice until your silence is no longer their safety net. Because this country, it belongs to you too. Like, comment, and share this video if you believe. Nigeria deserves better. Subscribe for more unapologetic truth. And tag someone rich, famous, or quiet. Let's see if we can wake the sleeping giants. Until next time, this is Truth Serum with a mic. Peace and power to the people.